Hey guys, I've repositioned to the other side of the gaming hall. I need just a sec to get everything set up. Hopefully you guys don't get too much of the rock band picked up, but welcome to day 2. Day 1 of Magma was pretty fun, though it got a little slow on the streaming side, so I'm hoping to pick up a little bit more today. I'm on the opposite side of the game hall, like I mentioned, and sorry about the monster opening that you probably just heard. On the opposite side of the game hall, so maybe we'll get a bit of a better angle of what's going on down here. You guys may have seen it, but I'm starting to upload parts of my MagmaCon stream from yesterday onto YouTube. So I'll be uploading pieces of those for YouTube. I'll probably do some editing, get maybe a highlights compilation going, and I've been sharing it to the MagmaCon Facebook page from my personal Facebook. So, you know, if you see yourselves, like I said yesterday, feel free to tag yourselves, see your friends, tag them, and yeah, if you guys happen to be on Twitch right now and aren't hooked to the E3 streaming, feel free to pop into the chat and say hi. Or just step on by the table. Now I'm hoping that my my video isn't lagging as badly as it was yesterday, but it looks like it's been corrected, so we're gonna be okay. Hopefully. Again, this was kind of a thrown together setup, but it works. I'm kind of hoping Rock Band doesn't get picked up as much for a few reasons. For one, the copyright claims on Twitch are going to be a bit of an annoyance. But aside from that, at least I'm going to have plenty of music to entertain me. So 2 or 3 of my friends that were around for the stream the other day probably aren't going to be here today because 2 of them are only going to be Saturday only attendees. I don't know about the rest. I know my roommate's going to probably be here later on today because he's been participating in whatever Smash tournaments he can get into. So. Trolley, Bright Colors, and Monster, the Breakfast of Kings. Must seriously be entertaining just to watch me stare into a blank hallway vacantly. But seriously, we'll get the compilation up later. Don't feel too pressured if you don't want to watch now. wish I had brought the rapid charger. Might have to break a little bit into the stream so that I can get some food and so I can let my phone charge a bit more. Watching feed of an almost empty hallway and me eating delicious trolley bright crawlers, not supported by trolley bright crawlers, a lovely 60 frames per second. Actually, hold on, I just got an idea. Doot. Excuse me. Still love this little guy. I think we got a game of Cards Against Humanity going on further on down the hall. Yeah, hopefully things will pick up in a little bit. And I think that per the norm for these convention weekends, some people are coming in a little late because of the typical festivities. Because I can tell you, we got some butterscotch liqueur the other night and just had some alcoholic butterbeer. It was really good. Hard for me not to sing along with the rock band music going on in the background. Yeah. Okay. I need water like crazy, but here I am just drinking those. And it's still relatively quiet. You can tell it's a little slow when the Magma people just opened up their little help desk area. Yeah, just a little bit slower than I hoped. But I. Alright. Exciting. But seriously. I almost want to call this like 4-hour cam or something. It just seemed relatively dead today. But it's a Sunday at a convention, and well, Magma's not the biggest yet. I think it'll get to a pretty decent size if people are as faithful to Magma as they were to MagmaCon, so we could be looking at some larger years coming on along. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm curious to see where this is gonna go. One thing I don't know if I've commented on, but I really do like the logo for Magma. It's a pretty decent one. Admittedly, I like it a lot more than the MagmaCon logo. I think they did a pretty good job on the art team did a pretty good job on making something that's fairly simple for them to print. That captures kind of the whole shtick of the con, so that's pretty awesome. But yeah. Me and Fred just stayed up all night playing Cards Against Humanity and having our butterbeer. And we got some pretty awesome combos going for that, but I think that's best left for another time. I'm probably gonna make a video about my top 10 list of cards played, of card combinations played in Cards Against Humanity with me and my friends because we got some good ones. But that video is going to definitely be something I want to do in a less than public setting, and probably not the video that I would want to put with something I want to share on the MagmaCon page, because it just doesn't seem like a good idea. I see a Vidal coming on down. But yeah, it's been pretty slow, all things considered. Sundays are usually kind of an ordeal to get through sometimes at these cons, especially because I come here to sell with a vendor quite often, but they can be a little bit more of a drag on these really slow days. But hey. Like I said, I think it'll pick up this afternoon quite a bit, because two-day cons, yeah, the Sundays are usually pretty slow, especially these smaller events, but they're still a two-day convention, so who knows. I'm kind of debating on what I want to do for Rock Band, because I'm probably going to hit that pretty quickly after this. At least at some point before the game room closes. But either way, we'll see what all happens with that. All in all, it just seems like a really slow setup. Actually, do I have my DS? I don't want to just start playing DS midstream, but I might. I should just flip it on for the Street Pass alone.
Usually I just walk around mostly. I missed my panel yesterday.
Yeah. Let's see what goes on here. But yeah, I kind of wanted to find a good place that was a little more central, but the problem is there's nowhere really to set up in the main area for somebody who's trying to do a live stream for this. And there's really, it's like the best spots to do this would be the Artist Alley and the main area, because the analog game and the video game area don't get as much traffic here as I was expecting, honestly. Still, but honestly speaking, I wasn't really expecting to do this until the last few days, so just turned out that way, honestly. I'll be a little bit more prepared possibly for MagmaCon next year and YamaCon if it's around. going to a few other conventions, but they're out of the state or out of. It's like they're either out of the state or they're out of the Sevier County area. So I don't know if I'm gonna have the room for my camera equipment, and that's really the thing. My camera equipment is not very intensive. I have a Microsoft my Microsoft LifeCam Studio, which is a very small but very high rate webcam. It's actually what's recording the whole feed right now. And I lowered the resolution on the camera so that it can record at a better speed. I have that. My microphone is a piece of crap. It's literally a rock band microphone. I'm planning on getting a Blue Yeti sometime soon for increased mic clarity or something a little bit better than even that. But the problem with that is, well, recording it, getting something that is decent and has a USB input, in my opinion, because it's just better to get a flat-out recording microphone for what I do and then transition it to digital. But that's just me. We've got a purple guy coming up. It's gotten really quiet. I guess they either stopped with the rock band or they just don't have a vocalist. Yeah,
True.
But yeah, if I have a little more prep time for this, I might try to, get a sign, get a few other things for this kind of thing, because this was really last minute, like really last minute. So, like, I don't even think half the people realize I'm actually recording stuff for the live stream here. But hey, is what it is. I'm just hoping that this isn't too much of a strain on my CPU, because my laptop, it's decent, but it's not the best thing. So I normally record from my desktop, and I'm not even satisfied with that, but this hasn't been terrible, so whatever, I'm good. Okay. I gotta finish with this little guy's fur again. Welcome to Poor Road Care and Maintenance with Sartale. How you can become like Brom. There we go. All better. You can see his eyes again now. Okay. Oh, nope, they got somebody on the rock band again. So, ooh, my connection is starting to drop frames like crazy. What's going on here? Did we stabilize? Okay, we stabilized. We dropped about 177 frames there, so sorry if my connection just suddenly freaked out on you guys. But yeah. Other gaming news. So I mentioned the Smash Brothers thing yesterday, that Ryu's been confirmed, Roy's practically been confirmed, which was awesome, and which is actually something that I was kind of aware of for a while now, because somebody cracked the library files and found Ryu's theme and found Roy's theme from Fire Emblem. So those two have kind of been a little while coming now. They've been planning on that. Let's see. But aside from that, we've got a few other things that we need to worry about in regards to Smash. It's like the fact that Ryu has 2 potential final Smashes is a little bit strange. And I'm not saying that is a bad thing. It's kind of weird that my real thing is it's kind of weird that Ryu gets the choice of which final Smash to perform. And my frames are kind of going nuts here, so I apologize. Which is weird, because I was having pretty consistent stream quality yesterday, and now it's being a little finicky. But, it's like the Ryu has 2 final Smashes, which the only reason I find that strange is because we have Mewtwo and Charizard in the game. And now the difference here being Ryu's final Smashes are 2 definitive moves. Mega Charizard X and Mega Mewtwo Y are forms, essentially, that they assume. Though I think Mega Mewtwo Y is a solid attack after that, but it's kind of one of those things where I'm like, okay, that's cool and all, but I'm surprised you didn't put this kind of attention to detail into those 2 as well. But maybe I'm asking a bit much. My friend, I've mentioned him before, Atlaworks Dark. He actually gifted me something on Steam the other day that I'm going to be looking into, some indie games that I've not played before. So, and that I've not really heard much about. I'll pull up the library later and probably add it to the list of games for suggestions on there. But yeah, I'm actually kind of curious as to that, because he didn't even seem to know much about it. He just knew that, hey, the bundle's really cheap and it's 4 games, here you go. So they could turn out to be really awesome, they could turn out to be really crap. We'll see. But I think one of the coolest things I've seen here, and it's something I want to see at cons a little bit more often, there are these people who are running something called the Super Hallway RPG, and they have some really well-crafted puppetry. I got a text message. They got some really well-crafted puppetry. You're missing Redneck Navi. Well, who knows? She might be over here. Sorry about that. Yeah, it was really strange. I only dropped those 177 frames and that went back to normal. Oh well. It was only like 0.17%, so we're good. We're good. I think most of the crowds are concentrated towards the artist alley and the dealer's room because they're trying to get their last minute deals before they go on and do the rest of the stuff for the day. Because honestly speaking, the other thing about Sunday, and this is a little insider tip for any of you who are either new to the convention scene or haven't really noticed, the artists for the artist alley will leave on Sunday as soon as their sales slow down, usually. They won't linger around and hope for that last rush unless they're keeping pretty consistently busy. So, little tip, if you want to get something from the artist on Sunday, best do it early in the morning. That being said, that's even if the artist is going to be there Sunday. if their sales are pretty crap for the rest of the weekend and it's like a 4-day event, they'll leave before then. That's what happened with a lot of people over at MomoCon, actually. They left Saturday night because it wasn't worth it for them to stay the last day. I have a lot to say about MomoCon. I don't think I really did. As an attendee, I liked MomoCon. As a vendor, they gotta step up their game, because the way that the dealer's room and artist alley thing was set up, not impressed. Not impressed at all. Way too much. It was... Okay. I know that a lot of gamers, geeks, nerds, people like me are introverts. We do not really like being shoved into spaces that are too terribly crowded. Even at conventions, we can be a bit. We desire our own space, but even more so, we don't want to be thrown into